I'm going to quit YouTube. I will go into more detail on my last ever video, but for now I'm not going silent. I'm going to be on Twitter still, I'm going to be on Instagram still, and I'm going to stream a shit ton on Twitch. So please go follow me on Twitch, and all of these are linked in the description below. But anyway, enjoy the video. Gangplank. I remember back in the day, back in like 2013, I used to buy Red Pot on Gangplank, level 1, and go in and try and get first blood, and 99% of the time you would get first blood because for some reason, even though Gangplank was a scaling champion, his level 1 was one of the best in the game. And I love the fact that his ult was global. I used to find it really funny that it would just drop dot in random locations, so you'd just get the cheesiest kills or the enemy would get away. Regardless, I found it really funny. And then they reworked him. Now, needless to say, I did not like the rework. Too big brain for me, and to those who say it's not that big brain, that's fair enough, you're probably smarter than me, I'm a really stupid man. But he was just too much big brain for me, and I literally could not find the time to learn him. But yeah, I didn't enjoy him, I didn't like the barrel system, obviously the ult's still the same, so that's fun, the Q's like somewhat weaker. I used to really enjoy crit plank and half healthing like squishies as the original Gangplank. Now he just doesn't feel like he does it without the barrel combos. And does anyone remember when they first reworked him? They killed him off and you couldn't select him for like 3 days. So they reworked him, everyone was playing him, well, most people were probably enjoying him, and then they made him unselectable. Everyone was just like, what the fuck, why are you implementing lore into League of Legends like this? Like, lore is all well and good, I love me some good flavor text, but when you take a champion away from me because of lore reasons, that is just going a bit too far. Garen can stay. He's cool. Garen was one of my mains for ages, kind of goes to show what kind of League of Legends player I was. I used to love the fact that you could like run into battle, take a shit ton of damage, run away, then 5 seconds later you're full health again. Why, what is that? And the fact that you can like run away from people forever, you can like troll people, you can spin to win, there's a Garen in every bush. Just good fun. I really enjoyed him. And they're never gonna rework him because they already reworked him. And to be honest, he's like baby's first League of Legends character, so they're never gonna rework him, and I'm super happy about that. So when I go back to League of Legends in a couple months time, Garen will be there, ready for me to play. Nara I have never played and never will. He looks stupid. Now Gragas is a man I can get behind. Not like that. He's probably very smelly. Does anyone remember when Gragas was a mage? Yeah, you'd take him mid lane and he'd do a shit ton of damage. He'd be like a burst mage. Oh, those were the days. And then they turned him into like this weird tank juggernaut thing, and like, he's still fun, but I do miss the days of him one-shotting people because that was just so much fun. Graves, something something cigar, something something no cigar, something something, yeah, we get the picture. Tell you what though, his rework was really cool. I love the shotgun mechanic. Shotguns are like the juggernauts of guns. You know, you have to get up close and personal. So I always love playing, ow, I just poked myself in the eye. So I always love using shotguns in like most games. Like Doom, for example, you just get the shotgun and like boom, and you just blow people's heads off. It's so much fun. Same thing with Graves. You have to get up close and personal, shoot them twice, reload. It's just so satisfying. There's like some kickback. Good stuff. Loved it. Hecarim, I remember in season 3 and 4, he was like one of the most overpowered characters in the game. When they first reworked Triforce, he was so strong that he was literally like 100% ban along with Kha'Zix. Now obviously you don't really see him that much anymore. I think I haven't played for a while actually, but when I used to play, like recently used to play, that makes sense, recently used to play, but regardless, he's not as good as he once was, but I do remember him just being so horrible to deal with. You know, his W would heal him for so much. He used to be able to turret dive at level 3. It was ridiculous. Heimerdinger is one of my favourite champions post and pre-rework. Yes, I even enjoyed him pre-rework. He was kind of shit and I could tell he was shit, but he was just so much fun, and his rockets, even though they only went to the closest targets, dealt a shit ton of damage. Dealt a shit ton of damage. And I love his like swag walk, the way he just swags around like, oh look at me, I'm a Heimer. And the fact that he was so shit made it that much funnier when you managed to kill someone with him, because they probably just felt like shit. They were probably like, really? I died to a Heimerdinger? Why? But then they reworked him and oh my god, he was just obviously so much better. And I really, really enjoyed him. Although, why did they rework him at the same time as Xerath? You release Xerath and he's like long-range poke. You also release Heimerdinger, who's like short-range annoyance. But obviously Xerath counters the shit out of Heimerdinger, so why the hell did they release at the same time? Because all the Xerath players practicing the new Xerath are gonna fuck up the new Heimerdinger players who are like playing with Heimerdinger. That was weird. Honestly, I don't really have much to say about Alawi. Apart from the fact that she's awesome, I love her designs, not because of the tentacles, but because of her in general. She kind of relies on preparation for team fights, kind of like Heimerdinger. So you have to figure out where the team fight's going to be, so you can like waddle around that area to get some tentacles up and ready. And like if a Baron's spawning in 1 minute, you should be around Baron, so when the team fight inevitably happens, you can have loads of tentacles to do lots of damage. So in that regard, she's not very good for low-level players, including myself, because what I just said about Alawi, I never did. In fact, I just kind of came up with the idea. It just makes sense to me now. Tentacles and shit, you know? Irelia is a champion that I really couldn't give a flying fuck about. Next, Ivan is one of the most uniquely designed, like both physically and gameplay wise. I love his voice lines. I love the way he's meant to be a pacifist in the jungle. The way he doesn't kill anything. It's just so satisfying to me. I love his Q. I love putting his E on people and like watching the shield explode and slow people around. Plus Daisy is one of the reasons why one of my favourite time to sweats ever actually happened, because when we were really far behind in a game and we were about to lose and we were spurting out though, it's anyone's game at this point, we can do it, we're gonna lose horribly. We actually won a team fight and we bombed it down mid, but we didn't have any minions, but we had Daisy. Yes, that's right, Daisy tanked both turrets, we managed to destroy them both and then the Nexus, and we won. All because of Daisy. So Ivern is great, Ivern can stay. Janna is a windy bitch and she does wind things. Fun fact, when I first started playing League of Legends, Janna was literally the last champion that I needed to see in game. I remember I was playing League of Legends for a month or so and I'd basically seen every champion, I'd learned what every champion does apart from Janna, and I saw her in a game, I was like, who the fuck is Janna? Ah, Jarvan the Fourth. What a great champion. I love the way that he was the only jungler in seasons 3, 4 and 5. Oh, that was stale. Yeah, that's right, he was basically the only jungler in those seasons, and to be honest, it was fucking boring seeing him or Lee Sin or Elise in every single game, but I guess his ult's quite satisfying to land, so he gets a pass. Jax is awesome. The fact he has to handicap himself with a lamppost instead of an actual weapon because he's just so skilled at fighting is a really cool idea. Having said that though, lampposts are fucking huge, fucking heavy, and they would probably hurt if you hit someone with it. So how is wielding a lamppost a nerf? Oh yeah, Jace is in this game! I remember when Jhin first got announced, or teased actually I should say, and Riot employees were like, oh, when we were designing Jhin, we got really bad nightmares, oh it was so scary, and then he got revealed and I was like, okay. I do actually like his 4-bullet gimmick, it's really cool. The way he's more of like a burst ADC than a consistent damage over time ADC, and his ult was one of the first ults in the game to zoom out like that, and I thought that was really cool. Ah, Jinx! Now Jinx is one of my favourite champions in the whole game. I remember when she first got announced and Get Jinxed came out and I was like, this is a fucking banger! I actually listened to that song a lot, and I still listen to it from time to time. But she is one of the most nostalgic characters in this whole game, and to be honest, one of the most well-designed characters, both physically, gameplay-wise, voice lines, everything. I just love the way this character plays, looks and feels. And fun fact, she is actually my most played champion. Well, probably not my most played, but when that mastery system came out and every champion got an individual mastery, she is currently my most played champion. But to be honest, my most played champion is probably like Rammus or Zac, but the mastery thing came out after my huge Rammus phase, so it's Jinx. Kai'Sa exists. Now, to be honest, Kai'Sa looks really cool, but she came out towards the end of me getting bored of League of Legends and stopping playing. She was the second to last champion to get released for me before I stopped playing, and to be honest, she does look really fun, but I just didn't have the time to learn a new champion. When I did rarely play League of Legends back then, I'd always pick up Blitzcrank or Garen or Jinx or someone like that. Ah, Kalista! Oh, good, Kalista. It just reminds me of the time. The one time I've ever played Kalista is I had to leash with my mate Cam, who was a Skarner support. We had like this whole like idea of me Kalista ulting Skarner in and then then Skarner like ulting, no, the other way round, Skarner ulting a player and then me Callister ulting them and then pushing them back to the backline so they can die. We only managed to pull it off once and it didn't really work because our mid laner fed a Katarina, as you do. So at the beginning of the game you're meant to like kill your support to essentially like bond you. But instead of killing my support, I pressed D and healed. And then I killed Cam. And then blue buff spawned and we were meant to like leash blue buff, but Cam was dying, so that took longer. And then we got invaded. It was literally one thing after another. And it was really funny, to be fair. Ah, Karma. A champion that I kind of always wanted to get into, but to be honest, she's... you know what I mean? I don't really have much to say about Karma, to be honest. She's just kind of a bit generic.
Zach,
playing Rise that game as well.
Zach, you need a fucking level 2 fuck up.
Yeah, don't die to Riven.
Nah,
okay.
dude, he'll probably just red pot and just stand there fighting with
Right, well, after my red, I'm gank top, so...
Mate, she'll be dead by the time you finish your red.
Alright then,
By the
that's
time
a
you finish your blue.
That's the deal, that's the deal, let's do it.
Alright.
Zach, I'm just about to do red, you better fucking get first blood, mate.
No.
GG. He's gonna give first blood, trying to get first blood. I would just tower dive at level 2.
This Riven is being a fucking pussy.
If they actually notice that you've used a red pot, they'll probably be like, well, fuck that.
I'm out. Oh, GG.
What's wrong?
Oh. Oh.
Fuck's sake, I literally just finished doing red.
Oh, okay, that was a bit interesting.
Mid gank. You what?
Fuck.
Steve
close.
Jarvin's raids.
Jarvin.
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 Shit, where'd I put my...
Fuck.
Fuck!
Lane gank.
Right, you ready?
Diana's there.
That's Diana.
Oh my god, that counter gank.
Monsieur J4 is the bot lane. Monsieur J4 is there. We're gonna get tower dived. Oh, okay. I think I might have to.
Oh my god, 5 HP.
Did you get away with 5 HP?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Go on.
Oh, wow. That fucking blitz damage. Oh! Oh, wow.
Oh,
Dude, Lifesteal's OP.
please.
Lifesteal's OP.
Oh, you're right, Jarvin.
I'll just keep feeding you.
Come here, boy. Come here.
Jarvin, you both got red buff. Oh, the gangplank ulti. No, you should have kept going. Okay, there you go. You actually get an auto attack off after he flashed.
Bitch!
Okay, it's terrible.
They might be going to my blue, or they
They're
might be going
going
drag.
You
You trying to steal with the
about
spear?
it, unless you get a really cheeky spear pull.
Right.
You could probably steal it.
Say
but I mean,
when,
if you
say
can-
when.
Well.
No.
Good. Oh, yes. Oh, wait!
Oh, I'm going for the old flash smear, eh?
Right, I'll go for the flash parlay as well. You ready? Run!
You messed it up.
As
Quickly,
soon as he
carve it.
flashed in, like 3 other dudes.
Kill it. Kill it.
There's a Blitzcrank
Oh,
there.
you flashed for that.
Yeah.
Let's try and axe if I don't notice he's there.
Oh,
I'm
Ezreal.
so close to it. No,
Fuck
wait.
out my business. Dude.
I'm coming bot as well.
Yeah, I'm coming bot.
Good condemn. Kill secure!
Oh, man.
I'm baited.
Oh, is it? How did she not take?
Why?
Dude, did I get my 3?
No.
You only hit her twice.
I thought I hit. Oh, I thought my condemn was.
Doesn't matter if you fucking
She would have died. It would have been fine.
You got hooked.
No. Honestly, I couldn't have defended the tower. So,
So you should have just left.
dude, it was worth.
No.
You just keep on getting some spears. Oh! Oh, go in. Okay, yeah, go on in. I'm happy with this. Kiting too strong. No, life steal. No.
Let's push it. Even though Riven, like, you probably shouldn't though, because Riven are just gonna kill you all in.
Yeah,
Ah!
Yep.
It's gonna come. Everyone on Riven.
She
Everyone
could
on
probably
Riven.
one
No, stop,
Really
mate.
low.
Guys, you almost killed you all.
That
It's
healed
okay.
that ball.
It's okay. We can we can 1v4 her.
Oh,
Okay. We need
this
to
is a
get out of
recipe for
here.
disaster if a Diana comes along.
Run!
Let's go.
Run!
Run.
Run!
Fucking get out of there!
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh,
Riven, no, the ball.
Just get out. Just get out. Just get out. Or not. Go in. Go in. Go in. Fuck him. And then get down. There we go. Oh, it's just.
Why
spin.
Diana come back?
Help me!
Dude,
Come on, hop
you
and shoot.
eat your oranges. Eat everything.
I'm eating oranges.
I don't know what you're
Delicious.
doing.
Going in like a man.
Leona is going in like a man. Seriously, how's that?
Come to me.
Oh, ignite assist, come on. Polly!
They're top, so we should fight now.
J4, Mr. J4 is top.
Oh.
This is so anticlimactic. Oh god! That's it, we're fighting. Okay, we're not fighting, we are not.
I'm not fighting.
Run.
Oh
I ain't
god!
going in
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
1 second. 1 second. We're just no.
Oh god!
Tumble! Run! Don't get hooked. Juke it. Oh. What are you doing?
Why did you start running?
I don't know.
No, don't go that way.
For fuck's sake, Riven.
Run! You tumble! Fucking tumble!
What are you up to?
I couldn't outrun a blitzcrank with Mobos.
If you fucking went behind minion wave.
You just hit this.